What's good? You are now tuned in with Orthodox Podcast. Get some drink.
I stay off them perks. I be sleep but never lacking.
RexRod in the building.
Hey,
Heck yeah, man. What you been up to today? Pretty good, pretty good. Just been chilling.
yeah, well, it's flashback night at the club, so I was getting ready to set up like the 70s, 80s, 90s music for the club tonight, and I added some new stuff for tonight. Yeah,
Oh, that's fire. Oh, so you put music inside the world.
yeah, it's in there right now.
Oh, nice. Heck yeah, bro.
There's a couple of
You.
people there.
Oh yeah. Shout out to all the DJs too, bro. You have a crazy DJ lineup, bro.
Yeah, I got a couple of DJs that they're wanting to DJ a certain night, so that's how I set it up, where anybody can come and DJ. But if they want us to they want a scheduled night, then they can tell me what day, and I'll make a flyer and put their logo. But so far, we don't have that much yet, but I'm hoping to get more in the future.
Heck yeah, man. You be in there bartending sometimes. You get bored and go in there bartend.
Yeah, it's just for fun. I mean, I talk to a lot of people that way. It's a great icebreaker whenever you're just like, welcome in here, have a free shot. So,
That is true. I ain't gonna lie. How did you even get? How did you introduce yourself to the people where you're from and stuff?
all right. I'm from Texas. I live in San Antonio. I'm from Texas.
Fire.
Yeah, I lived here, I don't know, 7 years. But I got the Oculus by an accident, and then I just started to build worlds, for fun, and then all suddenly people started liking my stuff, so I just kept doing it. But yeah, RexRod, and I mostly just build worlds instead of socializing. So yeah, if you see me active, it's usually because I'm building something, but I'm trying to socialize more. So
Oh yeah, bro. This app, bro. I love socializing on here. You never know who you meet. I done met so many different type of people. So cool.
yeah,
Shout out Mark Zuckerberg for making this, man.
I know I've met a lot of people around the world.
Hey, what's the craziest person you ever met before?
The craziest. It's probably, I don't know. Honestly, it's probably just sometimes I'll see drama happen, and then there'll be cliques or people would fight, and I just think that's funny because it's kind of like real life. You'll hear rumors go out like, "Oh, stay away from him," or something will go on and it turns something big. It's like, wow, it's just like real life. You probably never even met each other, and you guys are just arguing. I think that's really cool.
It's kind of like high school too, a little bit.
It is, it is. But the crazy thing is, like, we never even seen each other. We just go by their avatars. So,
That's just so crazy, bro. What kind of how did you find Horizon World? What made you want to get on Horizon World?
well, before Horizons, I was in a VR chat, and I
Oh
was
yeah,
obsessed with the world building aspect of it over there, because a lot of people were building worlds in Blender and then uploading it to Unity and then Unity to VR chat. So I tried building for a while, but I didn't have a great computer, and on top of that, I didn't like the community in VR chat. It was too crazy, and I don't like anime or anything,
yeah,
so it was just something I never. So I came into Horizons, and I liked how more mature it was, and I liked that I didn't need a computer to build worlds. So I started to build in my headset without a computer, and I got hooked on to my first primitive worlds, the Rex Meta Home and all Breakfast Club Library, all this stuff. I just started building for fun, and people started to notice my stuff, and then I started to make friends that way, because it just started building. They started coming visiting my worlds, and then that's how I got in here.
yeah, man. Those worlds are crazy, bro. You did your thing on them, man. No cap.
Yeah,
That's what everybody says when they step in them. They think they in VR chat and stuff.
yeah. I heard that the other day when someone came in. They was like, "Is this VR chat?" It's like, no.
And it's like it's crazy because like it's the reverse. Usually people start build. Usually people I've interviewed before have built in a meta and then they plan on taking their crafts to VR chat. But you actually was in VR chat first and you came up to the Horizon world.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
What's it called? What is the community like over there, man? Because you said they're in the anime and stuff. It's way different?
Well, I just say that it's more, like you said, it's like high school, but it's like 10 times worse. It's just filled with a
Yeah,
lot of kids. There's more immaturity. Um, I, it's hard for me to make friends there. Everybody, they're just it's like high school times 100. I mean, and it's hard to explain. It's just it's like a fever dream of there's no personalization with the avatars other than what somebody else already made, so you can't really make your own avatar look like you. So it's I was just turned off by how toxic the community was. And it was just, I mean, if you're going there, you have to go there with a thick skin because you're gonna get
Yeah,
yelled at and something's gonna happen. You're just a lot of bad things. It's like this is horrible.
that is crazy, man. What's your favorite world over there you came across too?
So a lot of my favorite worlds were all the landscape worlds. It'll have to be that world where you could get on a horse and pick, you can ride a horse on mountains. That one was a really relaxing world. I was on it yesterday and I just found this beautiful house world. I love like architecture and houses. There's a lot
Yeah,
of nice houses over there that you can go there and hang out, and those are my favorite.
yeah, they're crazy, man. I got this one house. It's like on the beach, but it reminds me of an early 2000s house from Drake and Josh or something like that, man. It was
Oh
fire,
yeah.
bro. You play on a PC or Quest?
I for the beginning I was on the Quest, um, and then I got a PC, and I started going on VR chat during the Quest. Sometimes in Horizons I'll be on the Quest, but now that I got the Quest 3, I don't really need the PC anymore. It's
Facts.
yeah, so it's pretty quick. It's pretty fast in the headset. So
Yeah, that's why I mess with the 3 minutes. So everything's so much more faster, man. It's fire. I think they upgrade the chip in there or something.
yeah,
What was your first build?
my first build was definitely Rex Home. That I wanted to build a house in Horizon, so I built like my own personal home, and I knew I wanted to build a house in Horizons, and though I just started doing that for fun. I didn't even tell anybody about it, and people started finding it by itself. I never even promoted it. That's why it's named Rex Home because I wasn't even gonna name it nothing. I was gonna it was just my house.
Yeah, I
So
found it too
people
about a couple months. About no, probably about almost a year ago now.
Yeah, and that was my first build. That was like 3 years ago, and then I ended up making friends through that, and then I would hang there all the time. And there's a lot of memories in that house. But I am remaking that to Trimish.
Yeah, that house is fire, man. I was looking at it too, and like you said, you like that type of what's it called? Architecture. Architecture.
Architecture. Yeah.
Yeah, you like the type of architecture. And I was like, man, it's like he really took the time to actually build it like a real house. Everything was all the exact height. You know what I'm saying? That it would look like a real house. The bed wasn't too big. The chairs aren't too big. That's just right type stuff.
Yeah.
Did you kind of use like rulers and stuff to get all that right, or you just kind of guessed it off the head?
I just guessed it off. I'm an artist in real life, so I can kind of just eye scale and perception and proportion, I guess, correctly. So I did it in Horizons also. I would, make sure everything felt balanced, I guess. So
Oh yeah, that's fire. Judge my furniture real quick. Does it look balanced? You can be honest too.
yeah, it does. It does.
Hell yeah. Hey, what's it called? Um, what is it like building in? What do you use? Do you use Unity, Unreal Engine, or Blender, or how? What's your go
So
to?
Blender, I Blender because it's a free 3D program. Um,
Mm-hmm.
You can build in Unity, but Unity is more of it's a game
Video
engine meant.
games,
Yeah, it's meant for importing models and then creating a scene and then letting the scene, and then import and then creating the game from there. But yeah, it's much easier for me to 3D model quicker, faster, anything in Blender. That's what I use now all the time,
that
every
is
day.
fire. What type of PC you got? I know you got to have some good shit.
Yeah, so I actually invested in a PC just so I can start building better worlds and Horizons and VR chat. I got let me see, it has a the ATX 3080 Ti. Um
Ooh, that motherfucker. He got that thing in there.
yeah, it's a the graphics card. It's amazing. It's great. I got it on Best Buy, but I researched all the PCs before I bought this one because I wanted a good one. Then yeah, it's great. I love it. It's very fast.
What's that RAM looking like?
I think it's 32, 30 RAM. It's not bad. Could be more,
Fire.
but
My shit's so trash compared. I got like a 2070.
Oh, no, that's so decent.
Yeah, I'm having trouble running 5M though. I don't know if you know about 5M. It's like a video game.
Uh,
Hell yeah, man.
and
Building on Unity, no, I mean Blender and stuff like that. Is it like building primitive shapes in Horizon, or
no,
what is that?
it's complete. You have complete control over the vertices, polygons. I mean,
Oh,
you are shaping every detailed part of that object. You can make it whatever you want. It's not like building blocks. Horizon's more like building blocks. You're putting all these shapes together to create an object. But in Blender, you have to create the shapes, everything from scratch. Like, yeah,
so that's like particles. You got to make particles into something.
not particles. That Horizon still doesn't support that, but vertices, edges, polygons, faces. I mean, it's from one point to another, and then creating a square, and then from a square to a cube. I mean, you're recreating everything in there.
Oh, so it's kind of like how you like on Horizon, you can only have a shape, like one type of shape, but on there you can have multiple shapes, and you can like make
Yeah,
that little shape into multiple stuff, like curves and stuff. You can have curves and stuff.
yeah. I mean, it's complete control over the shape of any object. To look, I mean, like in real life, like if you want to create something in real life, you have to custom make that 3D model to look like that object. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that is fire, bro. How do you put ray tracing and everything on there, the lighting system and everything, all that?
So
Is it
Horizon
difficult?
doesn't. It's different. That's probably what's different from a lot of my current worlds right now to everyone else's. The ray tracing or the lighting,
Yeah,
how it
you're
looks
the
like.
only one with that, bro. You're the only one with the sauce right now.
Yeah, Horizon right now it uses this thing called vertex lighting, and it's an old way that games used to light scenery. I mean, games in PlayStation One used to do this, but Horizon that's what it uses, and I don't like it because it's not realistic enough. So one way I got around it was I use Blender's lighting engine. It has its own like kind of like light gizmos. It has its own gizmos, light gizmos inside the 3D program, and then I'll use that to bake or the texture to get that lighting into the texture. So it's
Yeah,
like a false rendered. It's fake lighting, but it looks real. Like, and then after I import it in here, then I'll try to make it look realistic. But yeah,
yeah, that is fire right there, bro. What's it called? What inspired you to start building?
honestly, I'm an artist in real life, and I like I like building. I like art, doing art, and I mean, once you give me something that lets me be creative, I'm gonna use it. I mean,
Oh
so
yeah,
and this is 3D, so this is it's extra to me. It's like painting something in 3D. It's instead of a flat painting or picture. So that's I mean that inspired me. It's another more art opportunities, I guess.
yeah, more opportunity to be creative and stuff. You can really
Yeah,
make your vision come to life in VR. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you could.
Have you been thinking about moving to VR chat as well with your build? I know you've been over there playing it, but have you thought about putting some buildings up over there?
Yeah, so because I already have since I already built a model in Blender, it's very easy for me. It's very easy for me to import that whole model I already created for Horizon into VR Chat.
Yep.
It's probably even easier because in Horizons when I build something, I have to import each object by itself and then rebuild the scene one by one, and it takes a long time. But
Damn.
VR Chat, there's a way to bypass all that. All you have to do is just import all your models into Unity and then Unity into VR Chat. You don't have to rebuild everything. So yeah, I actually am thinking of I'm thinking of doing that next. Actually, putting some of them in VR chat.
That's fire. And I always thought about this, because I know Horizon has their own script, and you can script on here too a little bit. Is the scripting do you import the world and script on Horizon like when you did the smoke and you did the light changes and stuff, or do you script all of that on your computer and then put it on here?
So I don't know. I'm not very good at scripting, so I still know the basic Horizon code blocks. That's what I. So yeah, I would import everything into Horizon, and then I'll start moving it with scripts. I do everything. I do any script. I do it in Horizon. Yeah.
Oh, so that's fire. So it's like mixing that. That's some cool
Yeah,
stuff,
it's
bro.
make it's a mixture still. Very old school. I still have the original scripting.
That is fire, bro. What's it called? What did you hold on? What did you get into? Are you self taught, or did you get a teacher to teach you?
um, I've been an artist my whole life. Like I've done everything from you know painting, digital painting, graphic art, web design. I've been a hard I've been in digital art, visual art my entire life, and then when it came to modeling, I self taught that about 5 years ago or 4 years ago, and I'm still learning right now. With everything, so yeah, everything's pretty much been self taught of in Blender.
Dang, that's fire. What was it like building Hollow Mountains?
So Mellow Mountains was pretty cool because I do landscape paintings in real life, and I wanted to create like a Bob Ross style world where it felt like you were walking into a painting. So yeah, that one was funny, man. I The whole process with that, like I didn't even know the end goal of that. I just started making one mountain, one tree, and then it just like like Bob Ross, you just start with one thing and then it just builds in something big. And yeah, that one took me about a month. It was for a
Yeah,
contest.
yeah, that was hard. Did you build that in the Horizon World?
All in Horizons. That was before
Okay,
Trimesh.
that's what I thought.
That was before I had early access to custom objects capability.
And the only reason I could tell because the trees. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
That shit was still looking hard though. Like another person, like they probably won't. They ain't gonna be able to tell it all. It's gonna look like a VR chat. That
Yeah.
shit was fire, bro. I know you explained the lighting system, but ray tracing. How did you? I see. Like I look at the floor and it looks like the lights are like following it. Is that like an illusion, or is it, or the lights like on the floor type shit?
No, are you talking about the nightclub where the
Yeah,
light follows
Nexus.
you? Yeah, so that's actually an illusion. There's no ray tracing in there. The lighting is still baked into the texture, but the floor is actually it's just an illusion. It's just an opacity with mirrored objects. Just like how reflections in real life work, it's all smoke and mirrors in Horizons. There's no we don't have any reflections in Horizons yet, so I had to fake it.
That shit looks like reflection, bro. And everybody says that, bro. They don't. Damn, bro. That's crazy. You tricked us.
Yeah, I tricked her.
What's your creative process like when you come up with these worlds?
I get a lot of inspiration from a lot of things in real life. If I have a world idea, I have this notebook on my phone that I always write down a world idea, and then if I really want to start on it and get it going, I'll start collecting a lot of photos and inspiration from things I find. Like I'll take a photo, or I go on Pinterest, or if I find a furniture I like on some website, I'll take a picture of that and keep it. And then I'll create a folder, and then I'll start to sketch out some ideas of the layout or how I want this, how I want that, and eventually it just starts to build. And then I create a new blank uh, file on Blender, and then I start modeling everything, and that's how pretty much it starts. I remember the very first time I started on all the worlds, it was just like, I wonder if I can do this. I wonder if I can experiment with this object, and I'll just start.
That is fire. When you first got on them softwares, it's just like, damn, all these buttons and stuff. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it was horrible at the beginning. I didn't know anything. I had to just figure out everything, tutorials, and I'm still learning.
Do you kind of draw it up first, like the architecture? You know how in real life how they draw the blueprints and stuff. Do you need all that, or it's just like because you don't need all barbed wire and shit, but it's kind of like do you just kind of draw a little something and then put it on there?
If I'm conceptualizing, yeah, I have an iPad, and with a Procreate, I can sketch out, or I'll sketch out on pen, pencil,
Fire.
and paper. It'll just be like a rough idea of how I think it'll look, and it'll help me conceptualize or figure out the layout, and then I'll just start building it. Yeah,
That is hard, bro. Oh, you ever thought about going to Rec Room? Rec Room's another VR game.
I actually never been there, but I don't know. I heard the avatars aren't really good.
Yeah, it's not really good. You won't like it though. When you talk about kids, there's really kids in there.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. What's it called? Oh, the art gallery. Are those real art paintings from artists you know in there, or is it like just some art you came up with put in there?
So that's actually my art in real life. Um,
Oh, okay, okay. Oh yeah, you did mention you do art. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's
So
fire.
I all the paintings in that the art gallery are actually hanging in my apartment right now. All of them. So I took photos of them and imported them in Horizon, created an art gallery. They're all mine.
Oh yeah, that's fire. And you also do digital art, right?
Yeah, digital art. Yeah.
Fire. You make mixtape covers and stuff, or is it like kind of like different type of digital art?
Well, when I say digital art, I mean like I would be painting landscapes
Yeah.
or cityscapes or some kind of art with a in using a computer, using a Wacom tablet or a digital pen.
Oh yeah.
But if it comes to like I think you said mixtape covers or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
mixtape covers and stuff like that.
that's graphic design. Graphic
Yeah,
design.
you're right.
I've done graphic design. I've done like I did that for I don't know almost like 12 years in doing logos and designing like marketing material is fun, but I rather do
Be creative.
worlds. I
Be
rather
more
do
creative
worlds.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. That's fire, bro. What was it like building the art gallery? You did a good job on the sea and stuff. That shit looks real. It's moving for real.
Yeah, thanks. No, that was cool building that. It was actually the first tri-mesh world I built in or custom model world, but I wanted to impress everyone, so I wanted to show off my architecture skills, so I designed the art gallery first. I wanted like a modern art gallery, auditorium looking convention center or something. And then I did that, and then I ended up building, looking at researching how art galleries are laid out. And I
Yeah.
started putting the walls in and the track lighting, art gallery lighting, like in real life, and I just yeah. And then I imported that, and then the back in the back area, I digitally painted the background in the skybox, and then I experimented with different textures to try to get the sea in the back. And it came out looking good. It was just like an accident. I found that effect.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, that thing was moving, bro. I messed with it a lot. And the art gallery too. It looked real. When I was in the art gallery, I was like, wow, I want some wine and some cheese in here.
Yeah, there was wine in there. I had to remove it because the 18 plus the 18 thing. It's the 18 plus.
Oh yeah, they be tripping, man. They strict on here. They find that they flag my world too, my other world, because I had like that stuff and all that. It was like, yeah, we flagging this 18 and up.
Yeah.
What's it like building a cliffside home? That was really good too. I mean,
that
LA. Like I was in LA or something.
that was I wanted to build a new like tri-mesh house because I already had the Rex Meadow home in primitive shape. So I wanted a cliffside house because I wanted
Oh,
something to
Rex was in
overlook.
primitive.
Yeah, Rex is primitive. Yeah, I did
Oh
that 3 years
wow,
ago. Primitive wasn't available till like last year, September. Rex Meadow home was built 3 years ago. Yeah, nobody had access to tri-mesh at the time. But yeah, the cliffside meadow home, that one was fun to make. That was my first home and custom modeled, and the whole process took like 2 months too. And that was another event trying to like show Meta that I can build, um, you know, architecture in here.
oh yeah, man, that was fire. Look at them spoons. Them spoons had wood on them.
Yeah,
What's your favorite movie, bro? Growing up,
Inception.
Inception.
Yeah,
What's that about?
it's funny you say that because it's actually about being able to dream a world in your mind
Oh,
and then be able to go inside that dream. So if, let's say you build a world in your mind and you go to sleep and you get to walk into that world. So it's kind of like Horizons.
that is low key true. I think in the future, I saw. You ever heard of Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Mirror. They had this one where these people would put the VR thing, just stick it on their brain, and then they go to sleep.
Yeah, so one of my worlds is actually based on the Black Mirror episode.
Oh, that's hard.
The Tucker's '80s Club is actually based on that episode that I
Oh, I
built.
didn't
I
even check that
rebuilt
out yet.
it.
I gotta check that out. What you think about the Breakfast Club?
Oh, I that one was fun. I found the blueprints online of the set design and I rebuilt it in Horizons. I was actually making it in VR chat first, and then I got tired of it. It's like, I'll just make it in Horizons. That was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh yeah, that shit was hard, bro. You did the exact like where they had the tension at. That
Yeah.
was good right there, bro. And then what's your um what's your go to world when you're chilling?
Go to world. It would definitely have to be Mellow Mountains, definitely. Or
Hell
yeah.
yeah, that's a fire world, man. What else you have? You have any other worlds dropping soon? I think you just dropped Nexus. And that shit's fresh.
Yeah, Nexus is very fresh. I'm working on phase two of that because the first version of it was just a first version. I'm still adding, the gaming area. I'm hot tubs. I'm adding private rooms. I'm expanding everything. And I'm trying to be more engaged in it. So I'll be having different themed nights. Like tonight is '80s night, or no, I mean flashback Thursday. I might do requests on Sunday. Um, I'm just trying to get more engaged with Nexus. I did add secret rooms. A couple people found them in Nexus. There's secret spots to go into, secret parts of your own cozy spot, or like a quiet space. But
What?
yeah, but I am creating what do I do? I have several designs. Like I do want to create a game. Everybody seems to be building games, and
Yeah.
I want to. I have never had a chance to do one yet, and that's something I haven't done yet. So yeah, I think maybe my next one's a game, but I also have like a cozy spot. I'm building a pub, underground, like hangout spots, just different things. Just I'll maybe experimenting with.
That's gonna be fire, bro. No cap. You ever thought about doing any requests for people? Like, say somebody pays you to build world in Trimesh.
So right now we cannot. Horizon doesn't allow us to uh give trimesh to people yet. Like
Yeah.
they don't give us permission for that yet. Um, so I can't build custom. I do get a lot of requests, but I can't build custom worlds for people yet. But I did start a home, like a real estate meta home brand, just so I can get ready for it, because the first thing I want to do when I start building for people are houses, meta homes, different ones. And but yeah, I mean I'm ready for it once I get the okay.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be fire, bro. You ever think one day, you know how we join worlds and just kind of open up a menu, kind of? You know how when you're loading up, you see that big city? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You ever think that one day, like, it'll get so advanced where we actually gotta buy, like, some storage in, like, the metaverse? Like, it'll be like a big cloud, and we have to buy, like, actual storage, which is kind of like land, and we literally live in that big old city.
I think eventually it's gonna get that way. That's actually good that you brought that up, because it has to be like, it has to eventually get that way. That's the way the internet works in real life. I mean, you have to, when you're buying a website, you're buying you're going somewhere to host your website. You have to buy host provider to put your things in there
What?
to create a website. Yeah, so it's kind of like real life. I mean, I feel like eventually it's gonna be that way. You're gonna have to, if you want to buy space, you're gonna have to go to somewhere and buy land. Yeah, buy a spot in this place.
Bro, when it gets like that, I can't wait. I hope I'm still here living healthy. I'm gonna be in that bit running it up. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
What's it called? What is the steps that you took to get verified so you can start dropping Trimesh?
Honestly, this was a while back. I think Meta they just selected a couple of people based on their impact in Horizons and their engagement, how much they affected this. their builds affected the community. I think they just kind of selected me, things like that. I think that's one thing that people do is like you're just engaged with everything. You would make an impact in Horizons.
Oh yeah, that's fire, man. Heck yeah. Well, where can the people follow you at?
That'll be my main place. Will be Instagram, RexRod VR. That's where I post majority of everything. I'll post updates on upcoming worlds or things I'm working on. And I talked. I would if people need to ask questions with me there or need to get in contact with me, I always check my messages there all every day, like all the time. So yeah, I'm also on Discord or Facebook, but Instagram is where I'm at mostly.
Heck yeah, man. I remember looking at your Instagram. I was like, man, it's like somebody shooting a photo shoot in Chicago or something. I was like, dang. But heck yeah, man. I'm real thankful for this opportunity you pulled up on me, man. I believe you're gonna be doing big things in the metaverse, bro. No cap.
Thanks. Yeah. Well, yeah. Just I can't wait for what's about to happen next with me. There's a lot of things I'm doing. I'm hoping I keep continue growing and there's more great things happen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get lit, bro. The sky's the limit in the
Yeah.
metaverse. Heck yeah, Brody. Thanks for being on the podcast, man.
Yeah. For sure. Thanks for having me.
It's off the oxygen. We out. Get some drink, some gas.